Shalom. Shalom and welcome. These are man's final steps. It is a continuing series to those who will be among the ranks of the 144,000 in multitude that would come out of the great tribulation, mentioned in Revelation 7th and 14th chapter. Today is January 14th, 2014. My name is Symmanayah, and this segment is entitled Appointed Times on Time. Yes, my brothers and sisters, there are appointed times, and the Most High Father will be on time. So will those mentioned in Scripture that are to fulfill what has been written. My brothers and sisters, another day dawns. I pray you are in good health and continually encouraged to worship and obey the Almighty Father Yahuah. I pray that you have come to grow and learn and identify with the Spirit of Yahusha, with Yahusha as our Mashiach, our Messiah. It is now the year 2014. Much time has passed, and the days ahead of us will be filled with very challenging things. Extraordinary hurdles will come before us. We are in no doubt on the schedule of the Most High Father Yahuah. We will come to realize what it means to be taught by the Spirit of Yahusha, as well as know what is meant by Him bringing things to our remembrance that He said to us. Clocks, watches, and other electronic devices which measure time continue to function forward. Calendars, though they are many, of which do not reflect the true method of measuring time in a day as was originally given us, nevertheless, they measure time moving forward. They represent, or should I say, they represent passing days and days, possible days to come. I have no doubt that most of us are aware we have entered into the last days. I believe wholeheartedly many of us have come to identify these days as end times. We are moving towards a moment when our Mashiach, our Messiah, Yahushua, will return, and He is not coming back to be sacrificed again. Scriptures foretells of a time when man will go before the throne of the Almighty Father and receive final judgment and rewards. It is to be that which would be determined by the Spirit and by the person of our Mashiach, our Messiah, Yahushua. Some will be with Him, and some will receive a reward that will lead to everlasting torment. This time is an appointed time, and it will be on time, my brothers and sisters. I submit to you, yes, these are appointed times. There will be those who will witness the return of our Mashiach, as He will, as I said over in times past, be on time. While one may not argue these words, I strongly recommend we begin to realize every moment is about being on a schedule. There are things we have come to take for granted. There are details we miss, not knowing they contribute to our refining process. But this does not nullify nor make void nor make of non-effect what is truly occurring within us, what we're truly going through, whether we realize what we're going through or not. Over the forthcoming days, we will learn to appreciate appointed times and being on time. Since the dawn of ages, since man's fall in the garden, delusions have swept throughout our existence. We have been overtaken and misguided to believe that we can come and go as we want to go, as we see fit. We have failed to realize that it is by the word of the Most High Father, it is by His mercy and favor that we have strength, that we have a heartbeat, that we have breath, that we have a sound mind to move to and fro. But it does not come without a consequence or benefit. Allow me to read Deuteronomy 8:3. And He humbled you, and He let you suffer hunger, and fed you with manna, which you did not know, nor did your fathers know, to make you know that man does not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of Yahuah. Matthew 4:4 echoes the same words, or should I say reference the same writings. But he answered, said, It has been written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of Yahuah. There is life in these scriptures to those who would incline their ear to hear. There is life to those who would hear what the Spirit of Yahusha is saying. With every breath we take, every heartbeat, with every drink of fresh water, and with each morsel of food we eat, we find mercy and we find favor by the decision of the Most High Father Yahuah. For some reason over the ages we have grown to think we are tough, bad, powerful, slick, wise, etc. We have become delusional in our existence. We have overstepped our boundaries and taken much for granted. We have taken for granted the mercy and the favor we find with the Most High. Believe it or not, my brothers and sisters, we have received continuous mercies and favor daily, beyond measure. Yes, all of us. Allow me to share the following. Acts 17:31. Because he has set a day on which he is going to judge the world in righteousness by a man whom he has appointed, having given proof of this to all by raising him from the dead. That was Acts 17:31. Hebrews 9:27 and Hebrews 9:28. Hebrews 9:27 and 9:28. And as it awaits men to die once, and after this judgment. Some version will say it's appointed unto man to die once, after that judgment. And 28 goes on to say, So also the Mashiach, having been offered once to bear the sins of many, shall appear a second time apart from sin to those waiting for him unto deliverance. My brothers and sisters, we tend to ignore scriptures as they are made alive all too often. Sometimes we may just glaze over them, or we may just be void of realizing that they are alive and what their true meanings are. The times, the appointed times that we have to live, to breathe, to walk each day, each come with purpose. Each come with mercy, favor, purpose, and an intended task. In spite of our shortcoming, it does not stop the Spirit of Yahusha from being attentive to fulfilling his promises and tasks of instructing us, teaching us, reproving us, providing discipline, and or executing judgment when necessary. The Spirit of Yahusha will meet his appointed times on time, and he will use us in the gathering of the 144,000. We will participate. We will be tasked with specific duties and responsibilities. The 144,000 and multitude that will come out of the great tribulation will come to know what every appointed time is, as well as be on time. We will come to realize our place in the order of things regarding man, worship, and obedience. Just as Yahushua Mashiach, our Messiah, is on a schedule, we who are his servants will come to realize the importance of appointed times and being on time. Who has asked themselves, what if Noah would have waited until the rain waters were 8 feet upon the earth before attempting to build an ark 8 feet high? Well, the waters were 8 feet high before he started trying to build an ark. What if Lot would have scheduled a meeting with different individuals to discuss and or try to convince people that Sodom and Gomorrah was being destroyed and that the fire and brimstone that was falling out the sky was not going to stop until the city was completely destroyed and all who were in it were killed? Do you think if he tried to assemble such a meeting while this was occurring, while destruction had begun, that Lot and his family would have survived? What if Moshe or Moses would have said, let's see if we can conquer the Mitzrayite, the Egyptians. Let's see if we can win over Pharaoh before we start our walk on dry land across the parted sea? What would have been the outcome? You see, my brothers and sisters, each event where the Most High Father provided leaders to guide his children came at appointed times and on time, with precision. So will we witness in the coming days. There will be in our appointed times, and we will come to be on time. The 144,000 multitude will come to march at the orders of the Spirit of Yahusha and through the guidance of those whom he has chosen as leaders. We will indeed witness his proof, those that are his chosen, guiding Yahusha to that safe place. Yes, there will be a perfecting and a refining process among the ranks of this body. End-time prophecies will be fulfilled. Pray and watch. I strongly suggest we begin to come to grips with whose schedule we are truly taking a part in. It would be wise to realize if we are on the Almighty Father Yahuah's schedule, then one day we will face a rude awakening or an awakening and witness our schedules being totally disrupted and brought to an end. Our perceptions of appointed times and being on time will prove to have flaws as we witness the reproof, the instruction, the living guidance enlarged from the Spirit of Yahusha regarding the emergence of those who would be among the ranks of the 144,000 in multitude. We will realize how serious appointed times and being on time is to each of those who are among the obedient. These are man's final steps. The 144,000 in multitude, as well as the two witnesses of Revelation, will soon emerge. They will participate in the ushering in of the return of our Mashiach, our Messiah Yahusha. What say you, Yahusha? What is your position? Pray and watch and establish a ready mind, body, and soul to respond to the call that you will receive, the call that is going out. Our lives are about to be disrupted, and we are about to discover a new meaning through real experiences regarding being obedient and honoring appointed times, on time. Until next time, my brothers and sisters, be encouraged. These things will soon come to be fulfilled as we are alive and as we press forward into worship and obedience. Until next time, continue to tune in as this series, Man's Final Steps, presses forward. Shalom, shalom, shalom.